name is Kelsee Barnett, and today I'm going to be telling you about my house fire. I remember this day very vividly. I was in the 3rd grade. It was December 14th, 2003. It was bitter and cold, raining and sleeting that day. Snow covered the ground. It was 2 weeks before Christmas, and I went to my grandma's house because my parents had been Christmas shopping. It was a Sunday morning, around 8 o'clock. My cousin Shelby, my grandma, and I were just waking up, getting ready for the day, watching TV, just sitting around the house because there was nothing to do because it was snowing outside. And the phone rang. It was nothing new. My grandma always had the phone ringing because she's a nurse and works long hours, and she always has friends, so it was nothing new. As soon as my grandma answered the phone, though, I knew that this wasn't just an ordinary phone call. Her voice was very panicky, she was crying, and I was terrified. I did not know what was going on. As soon as she hung up the phone, she was sobbing, and she told Shelby and I to get ready very quickly. I stopped and I asked her what was wrong, and she informed me that she had just got off the phone with my mom's best friend, and my mom's best friend had just overheard on the scanner that our house was burning down, and she had tried calling my mom several times and had not got an answer. I hit panic mode after I heard this because I did not know if my parents were okay or not, and I was very scared. Within a few minutes of that phone call, we were on our way to my house to see if everything was okay. As we turned down my road, though, it didn't seem like anything was going to be okay. There were fire trucks, police cars, ambulances. I couldn't even see my house from all the smoke in the air. When we pulled up, though, the police officers escorted us up to the house, and I was traumatized. There was almost nothing left already in my house, and it was only 8 o'clock in the morning. And I started to look around my property just to see what else was left, and I noticed a large group of people standing in the barn. Right when I looked that way, I saw my dad start sprinting towards me, and I started sprinting towards him. As we met in the middle, he scooped me up, and we both began bursting into tears. He carried me back to the barn, and for the next couple of hours, we just stood there in the rain, sleet, and snow with a group of family and friends watching our house burn down. And I remember now that that's when the reality sank in, that we would have nothing left. Our house was almost completely demolished, and there was nothing left already. The firefighters kept throwing pictures out the window, but they were getting ruined by the snow, and so it was just a very sad day. A couple days after our house burned down, we were allowed to go back inside and look around for stuff to see if there was anything salvageable that we could maybe keep. And that's when we all noticed the spot where the Christmas tree had been. My dad walked over to it and started digging underneath where the melted tree had melted all over everything. And to his surprise, the Christmas presents were still there. It was the jewelry box I had got my mom and the tool set I had got my dad. And to this day, they still have those presents, and they still use them, actually. Even though it was a tragedy, though, I really remember that Christmas. It was very memorable, and my house fire taught me to always be grateful for what you have and to be thankful. Even though I didn't get much for Christmas that year because we didn't have money, I am very, very thankful that I still got to spend my Christmas with my family. I'm glad nothing happened to them, and I'm just so happy that they're still with me today. Thank you for watching.